there. Please, help me. What luck that someone came along. Don't worry about me. My companions need help. Argonians. I can't tell if they're acting alone or on behalf of the Ebonheart Pact. They struck so quickly I'm not sure who they are, but they took the rest of my group captive and left me for dead. Just down there in the ravine, it looks like the Argonians have set up a camp there. I followed them this far, but with this wound, I'm useless in a fight. Will you help us? Thank you. We were on our way to Longhaven when the Argonians struck. Free my companions and meet us there. I'll repay you however I can. A Khajiit rogue called Nineclaws, a fellow Bosmer by the name of Drolduin, and an exiled Breton mage known as Xavieri. If they aren't wounded, they'll be able to make it back to Longhaven on their own once you've freed them.
You fight well. I don't suppose you're here for us. I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you're on our side. I'll see these spineless lizards over a cooking fire once I've mended. Kill a few more of those overgrown lizards for me. I'll see you in Longhaven.
What is this? Who are you? This one knew Nivrilin would not abandon us. It is good that she still lives. Thank you for aiding us. You have this one's gratitude. Joan and Jod protect you.
You're not with them, are you? Help me! Yes, quickly, before more of those lizards come. Thank you, friend. Meet us in Longhaven when we're all out of here. I'm sure Nivrilin will reward you for this.
Oh, good. You made it back. My band owes you a debt of gratitude. It isn't often you meet such selfless travelers here. Words of gratitude are nice and all, but as a fellow adventurer, I know they don't fill the belly. Here, some coin for your trouble. We'll settle down here in Longhaven until we've fully rested up. Then maybe we'll hit those Argonians back and make them sorry they ever crossed us.
These wood elves have a way with animals, when they aren't trying to eat them, that is. I've had much success raising strong horses here. If it's a trustworthy steed you seek, you'll find no better than these.
Can't believe it. He was right again. When will I learn not to wager my gold against Razumdar's instincts? He said you would be coming this way. Is it true, then? Did you persuade the Wilder King to swear loyalty to Queen Irene? The Wilder Queen, eh? Times are changing in Valenwood, aren't they? All this has put the Dominion in a delicate position. I suppose that's why it's so important that we are here. Razumdar sent me here to await your arrival. He wants you to join him as quickly as possible. It seems Vicereeve Peladil came this way after stealing the staff of Magnus. Who can be certain? I suspect he merely seeks to find a ship and flee back to the Somerset Isles. Perhaps he is determined to see Prince Naaman's body laid to rest there. Razumdar has his own suspicions, though, and he seemed quite concerned. He was unwilling to share his suspicions with me. Whatever his instincts may be, though, this time I will wager that he's on the mark. Undoubtedly, Razumdar intends to share his thoughts with you. You'll find him in the Thalmor headquarters. Razumdar was quite adamant that he wanted to see you as soon as possible. I would prefer not to delay you any longer.
Have mercy.
So many elves. It is almost unbearable.
The Khajiit are a marvelous people. I'm blessed by this opportunity to enjoy their company. One of many atrocities my misguided people have wrought on this peerless race of unmatched predators. The Khajiit are my brothers, my true people. Those Dunmer who still keep slaves are heartless fools. If you ask me, they should all be hanged. Yes, I was cruelly born without a tail, without claws, but I know where I belong. If I can just find the right mixture, I can fix that. Then all those fools in Mournhold will see that they were wrong.
Foolish Mantir. What exactly do you think is going to happen to you, You strike an imposing figure, friend. And you look like you might not be shy about using it to make a little coin, yes? I've got a little problem, and I think the answer just stepped onto this balcony. The boss offers certain services here in Woodheart. As expected, such services are not free. One called Mantir owes the boss a cut of his profits, but is holding out now that his payment is due. This one means to collect, one way or the other. Only certain kinds of people profit from war. Mantir has benefited particularly, even as we are spread thin. In such times, we often employ outsiders. Collect the payment from Mantir, and a cut of it is yours. Simple, yes?
What do you want?
I'm quite busy at the moment, sorry. I'll be lucky if this hall allows me to keep myself fed, much less pay off my debts. Please, leave me to my work. Ah, not this again. Look, run along and tell those flea-bitten cats that I'll have their coin as soon as possible. It isn't my fault that damn clever Farwin nicked it right out from under my nose. Yes, no need to rub it in. I don't know how she managed it, but she must be quite skilled. Too bad she doesn't understand what a mess she's landed me in now with a fat cat and his pets. I mean the majestic Bashira and his cohort. You can try. I don't think it'll do any good. Right, a theft and all that. The act was artfully done. Right in front of my eyes, and yet I had no idea. By right, she owns my property until she makes a demand of me in return, and I agree to a price for the return of what was stolen. Ah, good. I look forward to our next meeting.
You're a bit forward coming into my home in such a manner. Something you need? Manthir's in trouble with the fat cat? I didn't know that. Well, he can have it back all right, but by right of theft I demand something in return. I can't believe he hasn't come to ask me himself yet. Easy. I just want him to marry me. Divines know. He's avoided me long enough. Of course. I hoped he'd come to me, but then he always was a hard-headed one. Let's go. Ah, how exciting. I wonder if I should have washed my hair first. Nah. Hello again, Manthir. Fine day this, don't you think?
Yes, let's get on with it. Make your demand, Farwin.
Surely you know by now. I want us to be married. I will return the coin I stole in exchange.
I thought as much. So I must marry you or be gutted by the fat cat's thugs. Ugh, very well. I, Manthir, acknowledge that you, Farwin, rightfully stole my coin, and in exchange for its return, I agree to marry you.
I'm so happy you feel the same way. Wait till I tell Mother the news. The rest of our hair will fall out.
Well, I hope you're happy. What's the phrase? Out of the kettle and into oblivion? Shackled for life to Farwin. I wouldn't overstate things. But here is the gold I owe. Take it back to those mangy cats and tell them I have no more need of their services. My ledger's clear, yeah?
Thank you for helping Manthur see how much he loves me. You are the best.
Go on then. I've nothing more to say about it. Run back to your kittens.
You return, and with the gold, yes? We'll see about that. But you have done as was asked, and will have your gold as we agreed. The noble Bashira appreciates your service and your discretion. That is all for now. If we have need of you in the future, do not doubt this one will find you.
Well...
Praise the Eight, and praise be to you for your bravery at Torino.
We should have expected as much from him. Thinks he's above all the rest of us. Careful. Sure, you look like you can handle yourself, but this place is full of unscrupulous rats. Especially Angor. Bastard thinks he can get away with ripping me off. Say, you interested in helping me settle accounts? For pay, of course. See this Seahawk over there? That's Angor's ship. From the looks of it, I'm not the only one he's pissed off. Dominion guards have been poking around there too. He must be in with some real scum. Angor was supposed to sell me a shipment of Somerset silk, but he pulled a switch. Left me with nothing but a crate full of rags and a dumb look on my face. Bring me the silk out of the Seahawk's hold. You'll be paid when I see the goods.
Come near me again, and I'll cut you. Commander.
Any luck? Excellent. I wish I could see the look on Angor's face when I take these to market. I bought them fair, after all. Thank you for your help. Here's what I owe you. Unlike Angor, I keep to a deal. These should fetch some good coin here in Woodhearth. Thanks again.
Will you hold still? This illusion requires precision, which I cannot achieve with your tail constantly twitching.
Bah! This Thalmor mage will drive Razumdar mad. Stand here, hold this, everything's so exact. This one prefers more flexibility. He is glad another eye is here who understands, because we must move quickly here if we are to protect the Dominion. We must find Peladil, of course. This one tracked his stinking hide here after he stole the Staff of Magnus. He's the boss of the Veiled Heritance now, and he has allies here in Woodhearth. Dirty traitors who conspire against Queen Irene. This we do not know yet, but Razumdar has devised the perfect way to flush these rats from their hidey holes. If they had an opportunity to assassinate the Queen, surely they would take advantage of it, yes? No, Razumdar will be the Queen instead, if this mage does his job, of course. We will go soon, so Raz must prepare. Speak to Trithane Fariel. She can tell you more about the traitors who are helping Peladil. This one would ask a favor. If the Stalmor mage turns Razumdar into a monkey, you must exact vengeance. Oh, and you would need to track down Peladil on your own. Raz hopes this will not be the case, though. Razumdar thought the Vicereeve was a clawless coward. Always going on with Prince name on this and Prince name on that. So pathetic. But he is more tricky now. All this one knows is that Peladil is near and that he has the Staff of Magnus. Last time this one saw Naaman, he was still quite dead. But Peladil wouldn't drag around the prince's corpse just to make sure he gets a proper burial. Some sort of necromancy must be planned, but why? Naaman can't rule the Dominion if he is undead. You share Razumdar's distaste, yes? We must accept them, though. The Thalmor were sent to Woodhearth when the Dominion was formed. This port is critical for trade, and there is concern it could be a target for enemy spies or for the Maumur. Battle Reeve or Selmo issued the orders, but Queen Irene gave her blessing. She prefers not to send the Thalmor to every city in the Dominion, but in this case, she had little choice. Even Trithane Fariel agrees they are needed. Of course, wherever there is sea, there is the threat of the Sea Elves. They've sought to conquer these shores for centuries, and the rise of the Dominion has only served to provoke them. The Thalmor help boost the city's defenses. A perfect illusion, he says, to make Razumdar look like Queen Irene. This one prefers a regular disguise, but Trithane Fariel doubts that would suffice. You should speak to her so we can get on with this.
So you're the one who's going to accompany the cat on this guar-brained scheme of his. I hope you realize what you're up against. These traitors in our city have sought to stir up rebellion since the day King Camoran joined the Dominion. So you'd think, but we've never caught any of the traitors. They may not actually be Bosmer at all. Our enemies are always one step ahead of us. Roman doesn't want to believe it, but I think it's obvious there's a spy among the Thalmor. No, we've gone to great pains to keep Razumdar's plans secret. The spy must believe that Irene is really here. There have been rumors that the Maormer plan to raid us, so we've put word out that the Queen has come to make sure the city's safe. Yes, mad as the cat may be, his plan might actually work. The story is that the Queen wants to personally investigate the old Imperial underground. You'll escort her there to meet Astaril, a Thalmor officer we suspect may be a spy. Ha! The cat didn't tell you, did he? No, we can't send any guards. We don't know who we can trust. He thinks the two of you can handle it, though. I don't know if I'd call that confidence or foolhardiness, but I hope Bandar is with you either way.
As soon as Xanador gets the spell right and turns your friend into a queen. Assuming this works, you and Razumdar should leave for the Imperial Underground straight away. Oh, here we go now. It's about time.
Very convincing. But is the illusion applied everywhere? Perhaps this one should take a moment in private to double-check, yes?
There were no miscalculations, I assure you. Now excuse me, I must wash the smell of cat from my robes.
Raz looks good in this form, but then Raz always looks good. Queen Irene could maybe learn a thing or two from this one. A fair point. Raz, I will keep that in mind. You have spoken with the Trithane, then? You understand my genius plan, yes? Yes. There we will find out the truth about this Thalmor officer Astaril. She's quite the beauty, I'm told, but traitors are never what they seem, yes? This one is... no. I'm ready when you are.
I feel so beautiful and tall. I could get used to this.
The Trithane may be correct in her suspicion that there is a spy in our midst, but I can assure you with all that he or she is not from within the ranks of the Thalmor.
What are you doing standing around here? You have your mission. Do not miss the meeting.
Come on now, don't stare. Andoriel and Raz may be enjoying themselves, but this whole thing just makes me uncomfortable. I have no issue following the Trithane's commands, I just hope this is over quickly.
I've served the Thalmor for almost 20 years now, as an advisor in the matter of healing arts. Veiled Heritants were using my notes? No. What have I done? I was young and foolish when I wrote these notes. I just wanted to save my wife from a consuming plague. Oh, I should have destroyed them then. I will destroy them now. Thank you. Thank you for returning my journal to me. It pains me to think that it ended up in the wrong hands.
We can get to the Imperial Underground through an old guard tower. Raz thinks it's to the southwest? Yes, let's go. ready. This one is counting on you to watch her back. Astril, is that you?
Yes. Come closer, my queen. I have something for you.
What is this?
A gift in memory of Prince Naaman. Vicereeve Peladil sends his regards. You will die, and the true King of Alinor will rise again.
Well, that hurt. Raz will be fine. A few burns will not kill this one. But for the moment, he thinks you should press on alone. You must catch Astril and find out where Peladil is hiding. She used some kind of magic to escape, but it was not a portal, so she cannot have gone far. She must still be here, somewhere in these tunnels. If you are able to, bring Astril back here if you catch her. This one would very much like to ask her some questions himself.
I need healing.
Changes nothing.
Raz heard sounds of fighting. Did you catch up with Astril? Were you able to question her about Peladil? Dark moons. If Astril got away, we will have to track her down. And the Veiled Heritance is here? That is troubling. Razumdar suspected a few might have come, but he did not expect them to be here in any numbers. Some of Razumdar's contacts warned him that the Veiled Heritance was not putting all its hopes on Prince Naaman, that they had backup plan. Naaman is dead. This must be backup plan. Possibly. If they cannot rule the Dominion, perhaps they would destroy it by attacking Valenwood. But Raz would not have thought the Heritance could muster enough manpower. Let us go. We must tell Trithain Fariel what we have learned. Razumdar has relayed his suspicions to Trithane Fariel, but she has questions she would ask of you herself. Hurry. We must go after Astoril and make sure she does not escape once again.
If what Razumdar says is true, the city of Woodhearth owes you a debt. Of course, if the city's attacked and destroyed, that won't be worth much. Maybe we can prevent that. The cat said you found orders from Vicereeve Peladil. Can I see them? Damn. This proves that Peladil is planning something here. Something even bigger than killing the Queen. I'm glad you brought it to light. I just hope it's not too late for us to do something about it. There's something about Peladil's orders. The reference to Astoril seems strange, and a Roman still refuses to believe she betrayed us. Either way, Astoril's the key to unraveling this mess. We need to question her and find out what she knows. Well, if she hasn't realized we're onto her, we might be able to catch her by surprise. She might be down at the Thalmor residence right now. I assume a Roman will want to be there when you confront her. The three of you should go quickly, though. Even if Astoril's fled the city, you might be able to find some clues about Peladil's plans in her quarters. Let's hope you find something, because otherwise, we don't have much to go on. Not much, really. I heard he just followed Prince Naaman around like a little lost puppy. Now he runs off with Naaman's body, steals the Staff of Magnus, and takes charge of the Veld Heritance. It seems this puppy might have a bite after all.
This is preposterous. Astoril has risked her life for the Dominion more times than I can count. She is one of my best officers. I refuse to believe this irresponsible slander until I have spoken with her myself. You must understand, one doesn't become a Thalmor agent until their loyalty is proven beyond question. If Astoril confesses, or if we find substantial proof, I will admit I was wrong. Until then, I remain extremely skeptical. This is Thalmor business, and I am going to the Thalmor residence to confront Astoril myself. You are welcome to accompany me if you choose. You see, it's clear that Astoril has been dead for some time, so she cannot have been the one you saw in the Imperial tunnels. I told you, say what you will about the Thalmor, but we do not have traitors in our midst. Her death troubles me greatly, but the integrity of the Thalmor is of greater concern, and I am pleased to be proven right in that respect. With that concern behind us, we can finally start searching for the true source of this treachery. Undoubtedly, it was the same person that assumed her likeness and attempted to assassinate the Queen, Razumdar. Speaking of the cat, it seems he may have found something.
This one looks forward to pouncing upon an unsuspecting Peladil. This nonsense is becoming tiresome. Some useful evidence down here. Let us look closely before moving on. Astoril had a sister? A twin, perhaps? That would explain much. Raz suspects these tunnels will reveal the rest.
perfect. My favorite people. The very faces of my failure. And now you've tracked me down just to watch me die? You're just like my sister and the rest of the Thalmor. No sympathy whatsoever. Funny you should ask. I was wondering the same thing. Then I realized he lured me here so his assassins could kill me. This is my reward for my loyal service. A blade in my gut, and a nice cold tomb. Planning? Oh, he's well past that point. As we speak, his armies are storming the shore, up at Seaside Sanctuary. Once they've got a foothold there, they'll conquer all of Valenwood. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Of course not. They're just one prong of the mighty trident with which Peladil will smite the Dominion. He signed a treaty with the Malma, and with the staff of Magnus he's going to raise an army of undead. Yes, your days are numbered, all right. Of course, who better to lead an undead army than an undead prince? And if Peladil brings him back, Naaman will be bound by the Vicereeve's will. No longer will Peladil need to worry about the prince making bad decisions. Peladil says he's under no illusions about that fact. But he still gets rather glossy-eyed when speaking about Naaman. I suspect he still harbors some hope that the prince will play a role in the future he has envisioned. It's simple enough. The Sea Elves have always coveted these shores. If they help Peladil dismantle the Dominion, he's agreed to give them Valenwood. It's not like these damn Bosma have done anything other than cause us trouble. You mean elsewhere? Far as I know, Peladil doesn't even care. He just wants the Somerset Isles. I don't even think he wants to rule them himself. As long as they're ruled by someone other than Naaman's sister. Irene is a false queen. And the Aldmeri Dominion is a pathetic joke. Nothing can change that fact, even Peladil turning on me. I'd gladly sacrifice my life to bring about the Dominion's downfall. It means my life was worth something. Having her as a twin was torture. While she climbed the ranks of the Thalmor, I was perceived as a failure. When Peladil recruited me, it was my turn to shine. I have no regrets. In the end, Asterel and I both lost our lives for the cause. Just leave me to die. I wouldn't accept your help, and you'd be better off not offering. It's too late. He can't be stopped.
Eyes open, my friend. We are not out of this yet. The Veiled Heritance and the Mauer. Just like old times, yes?
Razumdar explained how we were fooled by Lauril. I wish I had time to show proper gratitude. but he also told me that an army of Maormer, led by Vicereeve Peladil, is making landing on our shores. Is this true? Damn. Honestly, I rather hoped he misheard. I suppose that's rarely the case. Very well then. I will muster the city's defenses, but there is only so much we can do. I'm certainly glad you're here. You and Razumdar may be our best hope. You should get to Seaside Sanctuary as soon as possible. If we strike the Maormer hard enough there, we might be able to drive them back out to sea before they get a foothold on the shore. I'll send anyone I can spare, but the city comes first. There is an outpost at the sanctuary with a few soldiers, if it hasn't been overrun. Go through the Serpent's Grotto and look for Major Serenway. She's the commanding officer.
Razumdar simply cannot believe a little weasel like Peladil could come up with such a genius plan. But we will find a way to stop him. This one will make his own way to Seaside Sanctuary. He will see you there.